smoke, gun smoke. Gun smoke, gun smoke. You're gone.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Good morning, people. Happy Sunday morning to you all. Yeah. Why am I talking like that? I don't know. But anyway, something about these headphones. I think I put the headphones on. It fucks with my voice and shit. It's too tight on my ears. Shit. Listen, I want to see who's awake here. I got 9 people in here already. What are you guys doing awake? It's too early in the morning for this shit. It's still dark out. I Baywatch, first in here, first in the door. Good smoke, Dawn. And he spelled it the right way too. Dawn. Like the crack of dawn. Look at Falconetti. Yeah. Sven from Denmark. It's already mid-afternoon in Denmark. He's having a good old afternoon. We just woke up over here. You guys never went to sleep. Silvio came quick today. Silvio came bright and early. Look at this guy. The early bird catches the worm. Look at this guy. This guy's always on time now. Yeah, you were almost close, Falconetti. Almost first. Yankees for life with the Gunsmoke Doll style. Yeah, what up? Welcome to the Gunbinos. Yeah. Good morning, people. Good morning. Are you guys about to go to sleep or are you guys just waking up? What's going on with you people? I gotta work tonight. Shit life. Oh, look at this guy. Top of the morning to you. The early bird catches the worm. I just said that, see? Look at that. Lucky Luciano. Salute, Gunsmoke. Salute, Lucky. Our son Hawaii's here. Look, see? I got on his ass the other day about not showing up. He answered when I called now. Look, he comes in when I called. He doesn't want to get clipped. Aloha, you mad screamer. Yeah, a bunch of mad fucking screamers. Use all herbs, yeah? Yeah. Walking to work in New York City on a dreary, rainy Sunday morning. That's what Anthony's doing right now. Yeah. Oh, Steve Blair, morning, sir. Yeah, good morning. God damn it. I gotta stop smoking. But it's so much fun smoking on air. Oh, Primo's here. Look what the cat dragged in. Finally, Primo shows up. God forbid. God forbid Primo shows up to one of my streams. Motherfucker. Look who it is. Glad to see you here, Primo. Thank you for stopping by. You're the man. Who the man? I the man, you the man. Who the man? My Lucine. All right, guys. So, what you guys about to have? Some Sunday morning pancakes? Some eggs over easy? What are you guys eating, man? Sausage links and bacon, maybe? Some jelly toast? What you guys eating? Buttered bagel? Buttered roll? I know somebody out there is eating a croissant. Somebody's eating a croissant out there. Give me a real Italian breakfast. Is there such a thing as Italian breakfast? Who eats corned beef hash, huh? You guys eat that corned beef hash? Oh, bad golfers in here. What up? Good morning. You guys never sleep, huh? You never sleep? You never stay off YouTube? You guys love it. This guy's eating potato chips for breakfast. So did I. I ate potato chips earlier. I had some Ruffles queso cheese flavor. Yeah. Fell asleep early last night, man. I woke up at like 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. I went to bed at like what? Early. I think around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Wasted the whole night. Well, whatever. I slept good though. Early bird catches the worm. Yeah, Gunsmoke's here to save the day. Look, see, Son Hawaii's smart. Gotta show up when the underboss calls me out. Yeah. My throat is so messed up right now. I didn't drink enough before I woke up. I mean, after I woke up. God damn it. Don't smoke weed, kids. Yeah, shouts to Jimmy, man. Happy New Year, buddy, again. If it's January 2nd, are we still supposed to say Happy New Year to everybody? I guess so, right? Damn it, Silvio. Everybody keeps talking about it. I gotta check it out. I didn't hear it. I gotta check it out. Jimmy's a good kid. Yes, he is. I guess you're older than him, so you would call him a kid. I'm sorry I keep clearing my throat on air, man. I know that's horrible. Very unprofessional. Oh, look at this guy. Corned beef hash with eggs over easy. Wow. You putting ketchup on there too? You putting ketchup or you sprinkling some pepper on there? Black pepper? What are you doing? I gotta know how to I gotta learn how to eat breakfast like a normal human being. You know? I'll just make some pancake concoction, fucking make it as fluffy as I can, and then pour some butter and syrup on that shit and call it a day. And make some screwed up scrambled eggs. Eggs, you gotta do it quick, man. You gotta be real attentive to the eggs. You gotta keep moving it and stirring it around so it doesn't get burned. Yeah, don't get that nasty flavor in there. Yeah, I'll teach you how to cook breakfast, people. I'll teach you. If I didn't live in such a dump, I'd show you in the kitchen, but I live in a shithole. I smoke cigarettes for breakfast. Welcome to my world, Baywatch. Yeah, I knew there was a reason why I liked you. We got things in common. Look at this. We both smoke cigarettes for breakfast. It's the only thing I want to have for breakfast, boy. Stop telling people to buy Yeezys, all right? Yeezys are okay. They're not all that. It's a waste of money. Look, they don't stop. Do I have anybody to shoot this motherfucker? I'll shoot him myself. Yeah, yeah. I shot him already. He's done. Yo, Primo, you see any weird stuff like this? You shoot him in the face. I know it's early in the morning. You probably just woke up, or you're tired. You've been up all night, but I want you to start clipping these guys early. No matter what time it is, I don't give a shit. You see him in here, you kill him, and you drag him out. That's what it's got to be nowadays. It's a new day. Look at this motherfucker. Look, I make homemade egg McMuffins for breakfast. It's better than McDonald's. You think you got better food, better breakfast than McDonald's? Who are you? Who are you to say such a thing? So what? You think you could make us a McGriddle? You think you could make a better McGriddle? What? Forget about the egg McMuffin. What about the McGriddle? The McMuffin's easy. Can you make a McGriddle? Sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle. Yeah. What you know about that? Yeah, you hear my stomach rumbling? Did you hear that? Frankie Rizzo, Cowabunga, dude. Oh, she stuck up for FBS? That's great, man. She's a sweetheart, man. You see, who cares about the trolls? Who cares about the trolls anymore? Let's see what this guy has to say. Yankees for life. Primo, I have been for 32 years. How many damn pairs of shoes does she need? They love shoes. They never stop with the shoes. Showing Tiny getting punched. I don't know what the fuck that means. But you guys better start talking with some sense so I can start talking with some sense too. Oh, this guy says not a McGriddle fan. Wow. Wow. I like the McGriddle. You just can't hold it with your hands. You gotta hold it in a wrapping or in a napkin. It's greasy. It's got built-in syrup in it. You don't know how to build the syrup inside the pancake. Yeah, you don't know. Oh, look at this. Abasta! That's what he wakes up in the morning. Every morning, as soon as he wakes up, Abasta! He shakes and shit. And his wife's next to him, like, what the fuck? Sorry, honey. I just had night terrors, as usual. Abasta! Fucking guy. This is how you try? Anyway, guys, come on. Let's talk about the mafia early in the morning. Come on. That's the first thing we're going to think about when we wake up. Come on. We're going to talk about, since we have to be mob related here. Mob related content. Come on. You guys fucked me over last night. You gave me nothing. Otherwise, I'm going to talk about my own little shit. Hangovers cure. 2 Tylenol and Mickey D Big Breakfast. Yeah. Or we used to go to diners back in the day, like the 24-hour diners. Now you can't even hardly find a fucking diner 24 hours anymore. But 10, 15 years ago, you could still get a good diner. Especially 15 years ago. Get a good diner, 3 or 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Yeah. Or McDonald's, yeah. White Castle's good when you're drunk too. Get some rat burgers. I call them rat burgers because it doesn't taste like real meat and they're real small and skinny. It doesn't really taste it. The hamburger meat tastes different somehow. So I call White Castle rat burgers. Used to give me irritable bowel syndrome when I was a kid. Yeah. What else? Spilotro MD. He's still in business, that guy? He's got to be retired by now. He's got to be retired. What has he been in business for 60 years? I mean, Jesus. I think he helped identify his own brothers too, Michael and Tony. Spilotro. Yo, Primo, we're gonna settle the JFK hit today, right now, right now. Today is the day. We're gonna solve the JFK hit. Are you ready? Oh, let me adjust my fucking headphones because I don't like the way I sound. I sound stupid with it's fucking with the way I'm talking. It's like pressing against my ears and shit. Oh wow, can you believe there are no White Castles in Cali? Yeah, but you got all the good shit in California. You got fucking Jack in the Box. You got fucking what's that other shit? In and Out Burger. You got uh you had a whole bunch of shit. You guys been probably had Chick-fil-A for years before it came to New York. You had all that shit. And then you got all those fucking burger spots and shit. that I don't know about that are good. Don't give me that shit. Then you got palm trees and good weather out there for the most part. Living that California West Side Outlaw bad boy killer lifestyle. And you got there complaining, man. You don't need to be fucking going to White Castle. You want to walk into White Castle? They're giving you the burger behind bulletproof glass. Oh, sorry, you gotta take a piss? You want to go use the bathroom? Yeah, guess what? You need a fucking special key because the fucking door is locked behind bulletproof glass. Okay? Fucking White Castle sucks, alright? It's alright. I like it. For more than three, you're done. That's it. It's like then it gets disgusting, you know? I knew an asshole, Joey Balls. He was associated with the Lucchese family. The only connection I ever had to the mafia. I used to hang out with this guy, Joey Balls, Pasiccio. And he used to come into the pizzeria with a fucking suitcase of fucking White Castle. You know, like they used to give you a box with a handle, it's like a little suitcase, and he used to flop it on the fucking front counter. He'd be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?" And he used to start eating them with his fucking big fat meat hooks. He used to have meat hooks for fingers. He used to eat the fucking White Castle, and the owner Mario used to be like, "You're breaking my balls. Get this off my fucking counter, man. I got customers here." And then he used to take the suitcase in the back and share it with me, and then used to go for rides with him. And he was selling fucking all types of pills and shit. I used to count them out and bag them up while we used to go meet people and shit. And bag out 50 here, count out 40 there. You know, Joey Balls. They used to drive around, make his collections and shit. Go to Sunglass Hut, go to a funeral parlor, go to fucking Verizon, go to fucking Boston Market. I mean, he was collecting money from all these motherfuckers. I don't know how he was doing it. Well, he got caught anyway. He got caught in 2005. Big bust. Made $12 million in 1 year, him and his crew. He got a lot of fucking pharmacies shut down. He got a restaurant over here shut down. Big ecstasy raid and fucking pill raid. He was a wild boy. He used to get me into Cityscape, 16 years old. No pat down, no fee, no nothing. Free lap dances. He used to pay for my drinks. Because he was connected up there in Cityscapes. Yeah, we used to go there in a fucking 1991 limo sometimes. He had a 1991 limo because he was hooked up with some limo driver. Used to go there. I used to get some of my friends to go with us too. It was great getting to strip club, 16 years old. Drinking and shit. Nobody's bothering me. Having a good time, motherfucker. Yeah. He used to wear the fucking Adidas tracksuits all the time and shit. He was a real Ginzo, you know? And I saw his captain a few times. Or his whatever, his handler, his soldier. He used to walk away. His name was Dominic. He used to walk away when he would walk in. You could just sense this guy was a killer, you know? This guy was a fucking killer. He used to show him respect because he would walk in and talk to the boss of the pizzeria, so I would walk out and show the respect. Yeah. But he would acknowledge me. He'd give me a head nod like, what's up, you know? That's my only ties to the mafia. I still have the article to this day. No, Mojito, but I've been to Wiggles in Queens. Let me tell you about fucking Wiggles. So I go to Wiggles for my 21st birthday, and I had to pay for my own lap dance. They charge you $130 something for a fucking lap dance over there, or they did anyway. And then the bitch told me empty out my pockets. I empty out my pockets, put it on the table behind her. I get up, my shit is gone, right? My cell phone's gone. Then she says, "You're not getting it back until you fucking give me a bigger tip." I said, "Oh my God." So I tell my friends, I'm there with like 8 guys. And then they go to the guy who they found was the manager over there. We didn't know this place was mobbed up. I don't know if I did or not. I don't remember. And he tells them, "Listen, man, this chick fucking took my guy's cell phone. It's his fucking birthday of all days, too. You better fucking get that cell phone back right the fuck now. We're going to tear this place up." And then the fucking guy didn't want no problems. He made that fucking he got a hold of that stripper and he made her give my cell phone back and shit. Made her apologize, and then fucking they even gave me a shout out on the fucking on the loudspeaker and shit. They didn't give me my money back for my lap dance though. Whole place reeked of fucking vajayjay. Reeked like a fucking fish market in there too. Yeah, yeah. Bad time. I had a bad 21st birthday. It was weird though. It was weird. It was weird. I went to a Mets game too. Then some weird psychic bitch was sitting behind me and she fucking told me my future and shit. And she was right, man. She was right for the most part. It's all coming to fruition, you know. She told me if I didn't stop hanging out with the people I was hanging out with within a year, then I'd be going to jail just like all of them, and I would end up my life would go to shit. And within that year, it just happened that everybody started going to jail, doing crazy shit, fucking fighting with each other, fucking running from the cops and shit, and going to jail. You know, one of my friends, Christian, got murdered. He got stabbed, and we think our other friend did it. I don't know. It was crazy shit, man. I shouldn't be talking like this. But anyway, I just so happened to stop hanging out with those guys. It just, I just didn't want to do it no more. That's when my life kind of calmed down. And then, what was my point? Oh, yeah, the psychic bitch. And then the day on my birthday when she told me that, I went home that night and she hit me up on MySpace. She didn't know my name. She didn't know nothing. She hit me up on MySpace and said, "Remember what we talked about tonight?" Now, how the fuck would she know that? To hit me up on MySpace. As soon as I get home, I see her message. What the fuck was that? But anyway, then we go to fucking China Club, and because we had reservations there, and then we got there too late. Was it China Club or somewhere else? I forgot. I don't know, but we got there too late. We got there like 1 in the morning and shit. And they're like, "Sorry, have a good night, gentlemen." I'm like, "What do you mean? We've been served bottles and everything." "No, have a good night, gentlemen." And then we ended up at Wiggles. And then that bitch did that shit with the cell phone and fucked me over. So that's how my 21st birthday went. And the Mets lost that night, by the way. Of course, as usual. They were in the series, whatever. Motherfucker. But yeah, that's my Lucchese affiliation, fucking 21st birthday Wiggles story. Yeah. I'm not good at telling stories. Something happened to my brain years ago. Maybe too many years of marijuana just fucked up my brain. I used to be more astute and more eloquent when I spoke. I didn't sound like such a jagoff. Oh, D's nuts. What up? I Watch Baywatch says, "I had to go to a strip club on Christmas one year to get my cousin's jacket back because he got a lap dance." Yeah, $130 for a lap dance. I got fucking 100. It was like $136, yo. 130. I felt ripped off to begin with. Then she wanted a tip on top of that. She was pissed about it. I'm paying for my own lap dance. Some friends, huh? And then, because I remember at Cityscapes, the lap dances was like $40. I think it was like $40. And then, my friend Joey Balls used to get me them for free, man. The strippers loved me over there, man. They were all over me. They had to, a couple of them, they had to pull the strippers off of me, and the guard wouldn't get mad at me. He'd get mad at her. Like, yeah. I had a good life. I had a good childhood. I mean, teenage years. I was having fun. I was skinny as a motherfucker. I had my hair. I had a nice blowout. All that rap music is rotting your brain. Yeah, that rap music ruined my life. That rap music made me an asshole. Imagine if I grew up listening to classical music, where my life would be right now. If I listened to classical music instead of hip hop, probably be a doctor somewhere. Who knows? Fucking astrophysicist. Listen to that shit all day. Get that Verdi badge off of me. Strippers need love too, alright? Even though they don't love nobody. I think I bagged her number too. I'm an idiot. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, I had a few strippers. Throw them an 8 ball of coke and they love you in the morning. Yeah, they do. I know there's probably some strippers here. I'm not a supporter. Everybody's a supporter at one point in their life of strippers. I used to go to Scores in the 80s. I had no idea it was mobbed up. Wow. I guess they're all mobbed up. You should assume when you walk into a strip club that it's mobbed up. That's my motto. You go in there, you show respect. They tell you take your fucking hat off, you take your fucking hat off. And then you apologize to the fucking bouncer. Say, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to disrespect this place. My bad. Yeah. Or you could just slip in with 20 and just wear the fucking hat. Like, here, take this, leave me the fuck alone. How about that? Yeah. I'll take care of it. Yeah, this is 20. Look, I watch Baywatch. My ex was an ex stripper. Unfortunately, they're mostly evil people. Yeah, they are. They're always on the hustle. That's all. That's all they know. You can't change that. That's embedded in them. You know, there's no shame in their game. They don't give a fuck. And something about them is damaged, to do what they do. They're damaged. So you can't heal them. So even if you love them, no matter how much you love them, they're going to fucking do you wrong. It might take them a while, but they're going to end up doing you wrong. It's like that idiot. What's his name? Rob Kardashian when he was with Black China. She was an ex stripper. The fuck are you doing, man? Then he had a baby with her. She was all nice until she had the baby. Then she was demanding money and shit. You know, it's just you can't trust a stripper. That's all. You can't. They serve a purpose. That's all. They serve a purpose, but you can't fall in love with them and wife them up and shit like that. You can't do it as much as you want to, as much as you really want to. Talking to you is a lap dance. I bet it stank. Oh Jesus, yeah. The whole place stunk. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some strip club owner got arrested with like 7 million in the shed or buried it in the yard when I was in high school. I had some sickos in high school, some sicko teachers, man. I had at least 2 teachers get caught with like trying. I got caught with hooking up with students and shit. And then did I ever get one with a drug bust? I think there was one with a drug bust too. Some teacher got caught with a drug bust. I don't know. Oh, you motherfucker. Let me scroll up. Oh, Big Kahuna Burger. Jack in the Box. Yeah, you guys got Big Kahuna Burger. I ain't got no Big Kahuna Burger. Maybe I want a burger with avocado on it too, motherfucker. Huh, common sense is sleeping right now. Leave him alone. It's still early. All right, I scrolled up too far. Yeah, let me see what they said. They said something about Gunsmoke. Hope it wasn't a direct question that I missed. Oh, look at this. Gunsmoke, you got a good thing going. Every time I hear my own voice, I think I sound like a nerd. It's because the dentist put me back together wrong. Yeah. No, I fucking About 5 years ago, I had a Q-tip in my ear, and I accidentally like stabbed my eardrum with it, and I was bleeding out from the ear inside. I never got it looked at, and I've always like had like less hearing now in my fucking right ear, and it's fucked up my voice and how I think I sound or how I sound. I don't know how I talk. It's fucked me up. It was like getting shot in the fucking head. I instantly hit the floor like, oh shit. Oh, it's not a real restaurant. I thought it was the real deal restaurant. Oh, and they got that donut shop out there, you motherfuckers. They got that famous donut shop out there. They got a whole bunch of shit out in California. We have a guts over here. We got fucking guts. A guy was also shot in a strip club around that same time. Yeah, well, that's a time. That's a tale as old as time. The fuck are you talking about? That happens every year. Maybe every month. Who knows? My gym teacher bought coke off me in high school. Never got a failing grade in physical ed. Yeah. In middle school, I was kind of an asshole. Sometimes I would get bad grades in physical ed because I refused to wear the uniform. Oh, I hated to wear that fucking uniform. I had a stripper in Canada bite my stomach when I was on the stage. I got HIV tested the next day. You guys are funny. Thing about most strippers is they're like aspiring drug dealers kicking up to the established dealers. Yeah. Look, it's the oldest profession, man. It's the oldest, sleaziest profession known to man. Bad golfer says I knew a girl who got so wasted she had her money stolen from her gardener. From her gardener. Wow. Come on, yo, where's my money, man? Oh, that's fucked up. Cardi B, yeah, another famous stripper. I don't know if you guys remember Eve, Eve the rapper. She was a stripper too. She started out as a stripper. Let's see, Amber Rose, she was a stripper. All these girls started out as strippers. Oh yeah, Krispy Kreme. That's from California, but I think they got it here now too, somewhere fancy places. Oh, and then you guys had like Sonic and shit. You guys had Sonic for years. We didn't have no Sonic for years, decades, motherfucker. I used to see Sonic commercials and shit. We didn't have that Sonic around here. Checkers and Carl Jr. sucks. This was mob related. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, you know what she did, Cardi B? She robbed the rapper who was killed eventually. She robbed a rapper named Chinks. She drugged him up in a hotel room and robbed him. I think she took his jewelry and his money. And then a few years after that, maybe like 5 years later or something, he got murdered on Queens Boulevard, 2015. 32 years old. He was a good rapper, man. All the rappers that I love, they always get murdered. And it's hard for me to find rappers nowadays that I like. And I started listening to Nipsey for 2 years straight. Then he got murdered. I like Max B. Max B ended up going to jail. I like Stacks. Stack Bundles. Stack Bundles went to jail. All these rappers. No, sorry, Stack Bundles got killed. All these rappers, man. All the rest suck. Oh shit. Yeah, Eve had the paw prints on her titties. Yeah. I used to hook up with a girl who used to have the paw prints on her arm and shit. Yeah, from uptown. I haven't been to Sonic either. I want to indulge. I want to order everything. There's a lot of shit. I'll just go over there and spend $50 on shit over there. That's what I gotta do. It's like a once in a lifetime rare event. I've never been to an In-N-Out burger. Yeah, well, maybe you ain't from the West Side, motherfucker. See, we don't have that here. We don't get to have that. I did sleep. I fell asleep at 9:30 at night, bro. I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning, man. Yeah, you gotta get the hot dog with the jalapenos, peppers in it and shit, and put everything on it. Fucking chili dog, whatever the hell. Yeah, Mikey. Yeah, good morning, Mikey. Good morning, sir. Yeah, rest in peace of Chinks. Yeah. Talk about the hustlers. Wait till Primo talks about the comps. Yeah, he's always getting comped. Every restaurant Primo goes to, he's always getting comped. He's like the king over there in California. Anyway, I'm gonna drop the link. So maybe somebody wants to give me some verbal abuse early in the morning. Where's Jimmy at? Jimmy never comes by and says hello anymore. Where's he at? He was in here earlier. Wake up! Wake up! It's breakfast time. I'm hungry. Primo, off cuff ferocious. Off cuff facetious. Off cuff facetious. Yes, that unrecognizable actor who plays Dax in Goodfellas is Samuel L. Jackson, the American actor. I heard Gunsmoke say Stack, so I made the connection independently in my mind. Stack Bundles. He was murdered in 2007. He got White Castle too before he died. Oh, look who it is. My mind. Look at this guy. Bundles. He was murdered in 2007. Hold on, turn off your YouTube, my friend. You're the best.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What are you doing up so late over there? It's 3:43 in the morning on the west side.
It definitely is. I just got done talking with cousin Dom as well.
Oh yeah, he's up this late too?
He just ended his, and I watch and Carlos were in there as well.
Oh wow. Well, damn, you guys were up late, huh?
Yeah, apparently Carla or I watch can't sleep at all.
Insomniac.
He's a crazy motherfucker.
Maybe he's a bot.
No, he's just crazy.
Maybe he's not even a real person. He's just a bot. He doesn't sleep. But anyway, how's it going, man? What's going on? How was your weekend?
Pretty good, pretty good. I just watching you guys from afar while I'm visiting my daughter.
Yeah.
So can't wait till I get back so we could all kind of hang out.
Yeah, you've been there for like what, a week now?
Yeah, 2 weeks total. When I'm done, it'll be 2 weeks.
Oh wow, okay, that's cool. So you enjoyed your time, your quality time together.
Loved it. Loved it. My youngest grandbaby, she's the best.
You don't get annoyed like all these fucking kids. Oh my god.
No, she's the bright spot in my life
Yeah,
for sure.
that's good. That's beautiful, man. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. She's the best.
A lot of families aren't like that, you know. A lot of people say, "Oh, fuck your grandkids. Why don't you take care of your grandkids? Stop calling here. Listen, I ain't got no money for you anymore." You know, that's
I
how
hear
some families are. You know.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But I was telling cousin Dom, I said, I had promised you the first, kind of interview on the outfit and shit. And so he wants to be in on it too. So you guys, I think it'll be best if you both do it.
I see. I knew you sold me out. You son of a bitch.
I didn't sell you out, dude. I didn't sell you out.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
I think it would be good to have two questioners, at the same time.
What the fuck is this? The United Nations now?
Could
what the fuck are we doing here? No, it's all right. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm down with that. I don't care.
If you're not, I will do the again. Like I said, I promised you. So you get.
It's your story. You do what you want, my friend. I don't care either way. It's all good with me, bro. I will not have any hard feelings against you at all. I love you, bro.
I know.
You've been with me since day one. So
since day one.
Yeah, and you were my very first donator too. So
I'll
never forget you.
I was the first one who said, "Dude, did you delete my fucking comment?"
Yeah. You've been fucking emailing me the first email, everything. It was you. So thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. I recognize talent,
Thank you. I'm getting rusty here. I gotta fucking do something here. I gotta fucking entertain you people.
No, you still crack me the fuck up when I listen to you. When I'm like just listening on the TV, when I can't I can't type or anything, and I'm just listening to you, it just fucking makes me laugh.
Yeah, thank you, man.
I love that shit. Yeah, like I said, the only other ones who did that were like MRE, you. There's not a whole lot of fuckers who can make me laugh.
Yeah.
So, when I do, I feel like I have to like contribute. So,
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always gonna be in on that, man.
Yeah.
I love you, man.
Yeah. Silvio says Primo's good people. Good people. Yeah.
I love the chats. The chats are where I live.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Back in the days, I know it's way before your time, but didn't any old timers ever tell you stories about Capone or fucking Rika? Anybody?
Okay, so I think I sent you the pic of New York Pete. Americo Di Pietro. He was the guy. He told me a lot of stories. So I kind of hung out with him for like a couple of years before I went in the Air Force. And he was, believe it or not, Adonis was the guy who introduced him to Paul Ricca in like 1930 or whatever the fuck.
Joe Adonis?
Yeah, Joe Adonis from New York.
Wow.
Introduced him because he's New York Pete. He was from New York.
Yeah.
So he was introduced to Paul Ricca by Joe Adonis. And he told me that story. And then him and I kind of hung out for a couple of years, and he would tell me stories and shit. And I would help him like rob other people.
Yeah.
That's a whole different story. But he was the toughest motherfucker I ever met. He was a guy, and I was a tough guy, right? So we had a little fight club going on in my garage, and we were lifting weights and boxing and fighting and doing all kinds of shit. And I had like 300 pounds on my bench at one point, and he came in there. This guy was like 62 at the time, and he laid down and did that 300 pounds 10 times at 62 years old.
Oh,
Toughest motherfucker I ever met.
yeah.
And again, his story was Joe Adonis introduced him to Paul Ricca, and I had no idea what that meant until like I was like 40.
Uh-huh. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You relate
Oh,
to the
yeah.
game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't know. You know, I had no idea. I was doing fucking, like I said, I was doing wash and wax and fucking cars for Chucky Nicoletti, who was, you know, him and Milwaukee Phil were you know, a tag team back in the day. And I
Yeah.
didn't know, you know. He just said, don't fucking open the trunk. I said, okay.
Yeah.
You know,
what
and
you
he would
told.
give me $200 to fucking wash and wax his car in like 1973.
Wow, that's a lot of money back then. Yeah.
It was. My mom got pissed off. She's like, what are you going to do with that money? I'm like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. You should have saved it. Damn, I'm sure you made that car look real nice and shiny, didn't you?
I was fucking dealing weed back then, man. I was dealing weed and fucking angel dust and tick
Oh,
and
Jesus.
all the bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had
Crazy
I had my own street shit going on.
Yeah. We're talking about the 70s here, right?
1973 to 1979.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are the days, huh?
Those were my days for sure.
I'm sure you had like a nice head of hair and shit. Fucking probably like the big collar shirts and shit.
Didn't I sent you the picture,
Yeah,
right?
you sent me the pic. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are when we fucking get together and do the fucking. I expect you to put these pictures up there. So people
Eventually.
can see it.
Yeah.
You know, this was me in 1978 or whatever the fuck year it was. But yeah, so those were the pictures for sure.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
You don't have to show them now. But yeah, no, I want to make sure you got them. So when we go over that shit, and I got other ones I'm going to send you too. So, you know.
Here we go.
I watch. You crazy bastard. I love you.
You sent me some great pics of Rika and fucking all the big guys over there.
Yeah, Rika, and then the ones with Jackie Sharon and Ayupa. Those were the two front bosses at the time, man. When I was growing up, those were the two guys who were like ran everything.
Perfect quality photos too, because I've seen nothing but shitty images of this, and you sent me some real crystal clear photos, HD quality.
I got friends in the photo business.
You motherfucker. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here's your picture. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can put it up now.
Go ahead. We'll give everybody a preview. All 18 of you motherfuckers give you a preview.
Yeah.
You know what's weird is whenever I'm on, Stacy and Nitro are never on.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like whenever I'm talking, they're never on. And I think those two are the best.
Yeah, they're probably definitely sleeping right now.
Probably.
Hold on. I think I'm going to be able to do this. Hold on.
But I heard like the whole Nitro thing where she was running around naked on fucking New Year's Eve. It was beautiful.
It's nice. Yeah. I think she said it on my show, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't even remember whose show, but I was listening to you, and yeah, trust me, man. When I'm like traveling and shit, I'm listening to you guys.
Okay, but you're not commenting.
I can't comment because I don't have a keyboard. I'm watching it on TV.
Okay.
Yeah. But if I could, when I do have, like, if I'm on my granddaughter's fucking little laptop and shit, I do comment, But for the most part, I'm just watching it on TV, and then I'm falling asleep to it, and then like I'll hear some shit going on, and I'll wake up and like, oh, got my attention.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm fucking trying to figure this out.
Oh, how to put up a picture?
Yeah, it won't let me email it to myself right now. It's fucking with me. Sends error. And these bots, ever since these bots came, I've been getting hacked and shit a lot. Like in my
Oh, wow.
personal life. Yeah. It's no
Mojito.
good.
Mojito, I am 63.
Yeah, that's still young, man. You're a young man.
Yeah, I'm real young, but probably like old enough to be
Wait,
most.
so in the 70s, you were what? Jesus Christ. You were damn near a teenager, right?
I was my sophomore year until like the year before I went in the Air Force was my like crazy thieving crime years for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was
Oh,
like the one thinking up all the shit.
yeah.
Yeah. Back in the day, you could rob a motherfucker and take his credit cards, and it was like 5 to 10 business days before that card got shut down. Like now,
Yeah.
you take a motherfucker's credit card and it gets shut down like 10 seconds later. Back then, you had like a whole week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was great.
That's awesome. A whole
Yeah.
fucking week.
Yeah, we would be booking like I flew to Hawaii, I flew to fucking Vegas, I flew to fucking like at least 10 different spots on credit cards back then on just fuckers we would rob from the airport, you know.
Yeah. See, I got the picture, but I can't put it. I can only put it as a background because I can't email it to myself and actually share it like on,
Oh
on
yeah,
my
yeah, I see
computer.
it. I see it. It's like in back of my little icon there.
Yeah, I can't do nothing about it.
But that was I'm on the right in the white shirt.
Uh-huh.
My stepfather's in the middle. He was the guy who was childhood friends with Jackie Cerrone and Ayupa and Giancana and all those guys. He knew all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy on the right was my stepbrother. He was working for like Rika and Giancana back in the day. So he was like he wasn't an associate or anything, but he was like he had like working for the Sun Times or the Tribune, I forget which one, but and he was kind of like on the payroll.
Hold on, I'll fix this right now.
All right.
See if this works.
But yeah, there's a few more pictures, and then I got a couple of videos I'm going to send you to. So.
Oh no, this isn't an OnlyFans account now. Don't send me no OnlyFans shit.
So what?
I'll just fucking with you.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, they're YouTube videos.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But the one is of a Chicago cop who was like collecting money back in the day, and before Ricardo paid him off, he had to go see Rika. So it just basically shows how Rika was the number one guy.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Oh no, definitely he was. And the other thing that I have to like kind of drill into your head, because you keep fucking straying off on this, is the fucking Kennedy hit was CIA. It was not mafia.
No, man. Come on, man. Maybe it was like intertwined, but the mafia was involved with this shit. You understand me? Giancana, Carlos Marcello ordered it. Carlos Marcello is the main fucking driving force behind that. Santo Trafficante helped out, and then Sam Giancana put the fucking finishing touches on that shit.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is we'll get common sense in to be the judge, because he's got common sense, obviously. And he can like be the deciding factor. You present your case, I'll present.
Yeah, but he's gonna have a lot of litigation, man. He's gonna have a lot of litigation.
But no, you present your facts, I'll present mine.
I don't have good litigation like he's got litigation, though. He's got good litigation.
No, he's gonna be the judge. I'm the other litigator. So I'm the one who has litigation. But we'll compare notes and just see, which is the more likely aspect. Because here's what I can tell you, dude. The outfit, the mob did not do fucking sniper fucking hits. They did not. They were up close in your face shoot
They
you
were
in
gonna
the-
kill. They were gonna kill Fidel Castro on behalf of the CIA, though.
Yeah, but not sniper hits. They were
But
not.
they're gonna poison him. Sneaky shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. But what I'm saying is, when you're talking about a triangulated sniper fucking hit with like
Yeah.
12 shots being fired, it's not the mob, you know. So this is the facts that we'll present, and we'll let common sense, because he's got common sense,
Yeah.
let him decide.
I don't know, man. That Oswald prick was definitely doing it for the mob through that Texas bullshit.
So you think, okay, so here's what I'm saying. You think the mob fucking randomly hired Lee Harvey Oswald to be a sniper?
Yeah, somehow he got hooked up with those guys down there in New Orleans and shit. Then he was in Texas. Then he did some shit in Mexico. And then, he had a backup shooter too. There was 2 shooters. There was 2.
Well,
He was one of them.
There was actually, if it's triangulated, there was 3. So,
Oh, Jesus.
but we'll just say there was 2 for your argument. Who was the other shooter?
That some guy in the mob.
All right, so which mob guy was a long range shooter? That's what I'm saying.
Who the fuck knows?
Well, it's your argument, not mine.
These guys fucking, I can't tell you who the guy was or what the fuck training he had. I mean, these guys were sick fucks back then. They had guns back then. They practiced shooting. It's not that hard.
Here's what I'll give you. Jack Ruby.
Yeah, he was mobbed up.
Silvio Dante. How about Jack Ruby? Jack Ruby was probably, if the mob had anything to do with whacking anybody, it was Ruby. And only because Ruby was tied into Chicago. He had outfit ties.
Yeah. See? That's another bad coincidence. More than a coincidence, all right? There's connections there. It's another dot connect.
Yeah, if anything, they definitely got Ruby to fucking whack Oswald. But here's what I'm saying. The mob didn't whack. If they were going to be whacking, public officials, they would have whacked Dewey back when fucking Dewey was putting
They thought
Luciano.
about it. No, but they didn't do that. But this was a different circumstance. This is all mostly because Bobby fucking kidnapped Carlos Marcello, embarrassed him in court. Then he fucking kidnapped him and put him on a plane back to Guatemala as a fucking horrible prank because the guy came into the country illegally with a Guatemalan passport.
Yeah.
So he dropped him in the middle of the jungle, bro. The guy had to survive for 2-3 weeks to crawl his way out of there in a fucking suit, big fat fucking old man. I mean, what the fuck, bro? You have to die for that, bro. This is a boss of Cosa Nostra. You have to die for that, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear you. The thing is, they didn't really specialize in hiring the fucking long range shooters.
No, they didn't. But this is a rare fucking hit. I mean, this is the hit of all hits. I mean, you're gonna do extraordinary shit. Things. Cover your tracks and make it look like it's not you. I mean, look, you're even guessing like because of that, it wouldn't be them. Maybe they wanted it that way.
What I'm saying is, if they were gonna do it, it wouldn't have been Oz. They wouldn't have hired Oswald.
So how would they have done it then? Tell me how the outfit would have handled the JFK hit, in your opinion.
They would have had their own long range guys. The guys who were specializing in kind of sniper type hits, which nobody had. That's what I'm saying. Nobody had that capability.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Nicoletti or Alderigio, who everybody, if you listen to that, everybody's always tying Nicoletti and Alderigio into the hit.
Yeah.
And they were not long range guys. They were, kind of guys who shoot you right in the face. So this was definitely long range, 3-way, triangulated. It was an op. So that kind of op was definitely what, and here's where, like I said, I pointed you in this direction last time. So look up Alan Dulles, look up, he was the CIA chief that got fired. Cabal was the assistant chief that got fired as well, whose brother happened to be the mayor of Dallas.
Yeah.
So it's more the cover up, you know. In other words, if the mob did do it, they couldn't have covered. They didn't have the capability to cover it up.
The government covered it up for them because they were embarrassed by it. So
Oh yeah, no.
they never came out with a reason why this happened, you know?
Yeah, it was definitely between the CIA, the FBI, and Johnson who covered it up.
Out of embarrassment or involvement?
Wait, hold on. Lefty DNA. Do you think JFK killed from storm drain? Storm drain. My personal belief is storm drain. So I think he got hit from the sewer on the street. So that was the angle. That's my personal belief.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is the whole hit was kind of a long range sniper type deal, and that's not what the mob did. They didn't do that shit. You know, it's not what they specialized in.
Yeah.
So, you know, again, we'll present the case. We'll let common sense decide who has the better evidence, you know.
Back into the left. Back into the left. Back into the left.
Back into the left. And if it's back into the left, it's definitely coming from lower to upper. And that's where I believe the storm drain was the likely spot. Yeah. And it was probably a little fucking Filipino fucking sharpshooter that they had from other operations, you know?
Yeah.
Alan Dulles specialized in killing presidents from other countries. He had like 6 to his credit, you know?
Jesus.
Oh yeah, for sure. And those are documented, you know? Yeah. So they had already done 6 regime changes in their history, you know.
Uh-huh.
So my guess, and again, they're not going to bring in American guys to kill Kennedy.
I don't know, man. Hold on.
Okay. Is that you?
Yeah, I had to fucking I had to unplug my headphones and shit.
Oh no.
You motherfucker. Listen,
you all right now?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
Aside, did you really smoke like an ounce in 7 days?
Yeah, it's all gone. I've been having to buy my own shit. It wasn't 7 days. It was like 2 weeks. I was good.
It's kind of like a week.
Really?
Well, looking at my shit, it looked like about a week.
Damn, I went through it in a week. Wow, I got a bad habit, man. I was smoking so good. Yeah, I was smoking so good, man. Now I'm having to buy my own shit.
So did you get the email? Because I think I was telling you they had like 4 feet of snow and they're snowed in up there in Oregon. So as soon as they get like plowed out, it's coming your way, man. So no. Oh,
you already ordered it?
Yeah, it's already ordered.
Oh, nice, awesome. You're beautiful, man. Thank you so much, man. You're the best. No. That's gonna be another lifesaver, man. I was in heaven with that shit.
Yeah, and again, for any future things, you know, get back to me because I think I had sent you the email asking you like, how much do you usually pay? You know, so you know, normal price for these guys is like $200 an ounce.
Okay.
So if you get a better deal in New York, you know, then you're good.
Yeah.
If not,
that sounds right about, you know, what I would get here. So that's pretty good.
All right. I think in New York would be like 10 times higher.
Depending on what it is, yeah. I mean, this is grade A shit here, so that's a good deal for 200.
Yeah, that's all the shit. That's their normal price.
Okay.
So if you ever want to just follow up, let me know.
Okay, definitely. Yeah, and I like to have like a variety of stuff to choose from, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. And what, you're hooked up with like the stocks with them or something? Like you're hooked up with them somehow? Like,
Yeah, like I own 30% of the whole business.
oh, nice. Okay.
So they have to pay me every month.
Okay.
Yeah. So
They got
so
an answer. Yeah.
yeah.
Motherfuckers. Yeah.
So if they come in late, I'm like, what the fuck? You
Yeah.
know, what's going on there? So yeah, it's like a 2-year-old thing. It's been going on. I've had this investment for a while. So and I'm cool with it either way.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
I get to visit Oregon every now and then for free.
You ever
So,
been out to the beach out there?
yeah, yeah.
And is that where they have like those big red forest trees, like the huge fucking trees?
No, these guys. No. That's like the California-Oregon border.
Okay.
So yeah, that's like the redwoods. So
Yeah.
that's on the border. These guys are kind of like in the mountains, kind of in the middle of the state.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. So they caught a big snowstorm like a week ago.
Damn.
Yeah. So they got 4 feet that they got to get rid of just to get the fuck out, and they're just now getting out. So they thought they were going to get out like a couple of days ago, but it never happened, and so it's kind of a little shit show.
Well, they need weren't they in a drought over there or some shit? Or doesn't that help California somehow with all that snow?
I don't think that. No, that's kind of the middle of Oregon. I don't think they have much to do with California.
Okay.
The border stuff does, but everything's fine around there.
Yeah, because I know California needs water right now.
Oh yeah, we always do. Yeah, and all that shit comes from where I'm at in Fresno is kind of like the valley between San Francisco and Nevada.
Yeah.
So, that's the main kind of, flow they're looking at, and we're fine. Nothing's interrupted there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been in California for how long?
Since 2014.
Oh, so not too long. So you haven't experienced so many earthquakes and shit like that?
Two earthquakes.
2 earthquakes, like big ones?
Yeah. Freak me out, man. I hate earthquakes, dude.
Doesn't it feel like you're having like a headache or something? Like you're dizzy or something? I don't know.
No, you just can't do anything about it. It's like all of a sudden the whole fucking street is fucking moving.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do. There's nowhere to go. It's like, oh fuck. And you kind of go outside to look and see what's happening. And all the fucking houses on the block are moving a little bit,
Yeah.
And there's just nothing you can do. So yeah, I hate earthquakes.
We had one here for like 20 seconds in like 2011.
Yeah.
And I felt weird. I'm like, am I fucking bugging out right here? Why do I feel dizzy? I didn't realize it until other people, like, they made a big deal about it in the news and everything like that. I'm like, oh shit, that was an earthquake? That's crazy. Because I was working at the time. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's one of those things. It's like you don't even realize it's happening until you see, kind of like the light
Flickering,
hanging in the middle of the, that starts moving first, and so the light's moving, and you're like, holy fuck, and all of a sudden you're kind of feeling it, and then you go outside to look, and then the whole block's moving. So that's, and then you're just, in my mind, I'm waiting for the street to open up and just suck everything into it. It's like the worst case scenario.
Well, my grandmother used to tell me, like, oh, California, they're going to be ripped apart from the United States in 100 years.
Yeah. And when the shit's happening, it's like, that's like the next thing in my mind is like the whole fucking thing's going to open up and just suck me in.
Oh my God. Sinkholes and shit. They have a lot of that in Florida. Whole houses get sunk in.
Yeah. And there's nothing you can do. It's like when it's going on, you're like, holy fuck, and I'm 300 pounds, man. And you know, when I can't fucking get away from the couch is moving and I'm sitting on it, and it's like, fuck, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
It's like that's a little unnerving.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. This guy wants to know who I'm talking to.
Who does?
Where is it? Tommy Gunn. Who was Gunsmoke talking to?
Sven knows.
Yeah, Sven. Hello, people. Primo, I guess.
Good guess, Sven.
What does he win? He
Where am I going to run to, buddy?
Run to the end of the earth.
I'm fat.
That's one thing I like about Frank Collada. When the feds came to Frank and they were like, "Where's Tony, man? Where's Tony Spilaccio? He's supposed to show up in court."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, they're dead. He's dead. Him and his brother are dead. I'm telling you, there's nowhere to go. He would never run. He always said there's nowhere to go."
Yeah. He was right. And the funny part was, before he died, they were doing those little podcasts and shit. And he knew Joey D, which was Johnny DeFranzo's younger brother.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was that was the guy I knew. He was close to me. So, I was asking him a lot of questions. I was like, is he still alive? Kind of shit. And he's like, yeah, I think so. And he is actually still alive. So since after Frank died, I did find Joey, and he is still alive. So he's like 89 years old now. And,
wow.
Yeah.
Did you know Frank Collada back in the day? You seen him around?
No, I didn't know him at all. Like I said, I met Spilaccio twice. So the first time we went out to Vegas, pretty sure he was the guy who picked us up from the airport in the limo. The second time we went out, someone else picked us up, and he met us at the casino. We did order pizza from their place. So when we were ordering pizza, it was they owned the place. And I can't even think of the name of it now, but it was when
was in that parking lot? Like a little shopping center parking lot?
A little strip mall, yeah.
Yeah. I think Frank Collada owned that place, man.
Him and Tony did, yeah, for sure. Yeah. They were partners, and that was the place. That was the number I was given to order the pizza from. And again, I had no idea who was, So after everything and going back and looking at it, it was their place for sure.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where you kind of chase history. It's like at the time it was happening, I had no idea. And here, when I'm 40 years old, I'm finding out this is the guy who owned it, and they were splitting profits, whatever, So, but Collada was the guy, he was the guy that I was trying to figure out if Joey D was still alive. So it's like, do you talk to him? Is his wife alive? Is his kid still around? If so, how do I get a hold of him?
Yeah.
And again, I was kind of half in the middle of getting this information, and then he dies.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and on Facebook, I'm in a group, Chicago outfit group kind of thing, and somebody is professing to be the niece to Joey D, but she doesn't answer anything. It's like, yeah, no, I answered you. Like, no, you didn't. So, whatever.
Yeah. It was a real shame when Frank Collada died, man. I was a big fan of his show, man. That fucking intro used to be in my head all day with that fucking music. Collada. I used to sing that shit in the shower, bro, like a fucking idiot. I used to love that show. He had a nice attitude, good sense of humor.
It was a hook for sure. Definitely a hook on the tune.
I was so sad to see him go over COVID, man. That's such bullshit, man.
Oh,
That's
I know.
Right.
Especially right, COVID. It's like, come on. That's just not killing anybody.
He was a warrior, man. He was a tough guy. But,
yeah. I think he was. Yeah. I didn't know too much. I didn't know
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't have any personal interaction with him, but he, from his stories, he seemed like one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if he was, you know, sitting there in the helping Scorsese fucking do the movie, you know.
Yeah. He was breaking balls on set too with a few people, I think. I forgot.
Yeah, that's what he says, you know.
He chased Frank Rosenthal away from the set a few times. Frank Rosenthal was scared to go there when he was there.
Yeah, Lefty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, I remember one of the questions you were asking me the last time was the Roselli question. And it's like I did not have any interactions with Roselli. I did not know him at all.
Yeah.
So,
I know he got killed in 75, right? 76.
Yeah, and again, you know, I didn't know him at all. You know, the guys that I knew that were around my house when I was a kid was Milwaukee Phil, Chucky Nicoletti, Jackie Cerrone, the DeFranco brothers, all three of them. And that was pretty much it. You know, Marshall Caifano as well. And then he died early as well. So I didn't have a whole lot of interaction with him. I just remember hearing his name.
When the Giancana hit went down in 75 or 76, 75, I think, or 76, I don't know, either or. Was that a big deal in your neighborhood? Like, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So Paul Ricca dies in 72.
Yeah.
And they killed Giancana a couple of years after that. So it was kind of like not a surprise to anybody. Yeah. You know, he was due to get whacked anyway. And the only guy keeping him alive at the time, and Calabrese, I know Frank Jr. So I grew up, Frank Jr. is like 5 years younger than me. So he was kind of like coming around to box, to do the kind of out of the Fight Club thing with us later on. But at that point, we were wrapping it up. So he went and did Golden Gloves. So Frank Jr. was the guy I know. And Frank Jr. is kind of like the Philly guy, Scarfo's nephew.
Okay, Leonetti.
Yeah, I give like Frank Jr. and Leonetti in my book get a pass because they had wackadoo fucking family members who would probably kill them, you know. So what do you do when your dad's gonna fucking kill you? It's like you either kill him, or try to get the feds to get him.
What a crazy life, huh?
Crazy life, for sure.
Fuck,
for sure. And again, that Chicago wasn't known for that. They didn't bring in family into the outfit. So none of the guys had family in the outfit, you know. None of the bosses anyway. So Calabrese was one of the few guys who did that.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, Dad gets a little crazy, wants to kill you. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I give him a pass. Like Leonetti, what's he gonna do? You know.
I mean, but it's not like his uncle threatened to whack him. I mean, he was just scared of his uncle. He thought it was coming one day, you know, because he saw what his uncle was doing to other people. But his uncle never threatened to kill him. And I don't think his uncle would have ever did that to his own nephew.
Whose uncle?
Philip Leonetti.
Oh, right. Yeah. You mean Scarfo?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Scarfo killed his best friend.
Yeah. He was suspicious that, look, my uncle's crazy. He might whack me too.
Yeah.
Even though I'm his nephew. And he told me, like, you know, this thing comes before everything, but still. Yeah. I don't think Scarfo would have did that to his own nephew. I mean, he made him underboss right before Leonetti snitched. You know, he trusted his nephew.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I mean, I don't know, but you can't take a chance. See? You can't take a chance because you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. And look at I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Leonetti was the one he was the one who figured he was in danger. So
yeah,
if he thinks he's in danger, chances are, you know.
It's just a crazy life, man. Even with the Ciccolini, the Cengolinis in Philly,
Yeah,
brother on brother, they were
yeah,
both trying to be underboss of each faction, and one got killed, you know.
yeah,
The other one got paralyzed, I think. And then fucking then you got Francis with his dad. I think his dad didn't put a hit out on him, but he didn't try to stop it, you know.
all right, yeah,
Remember that?
yeah. He's got to go. He's got to go in the basement.
And that kind of bothered Francis a little bit,
Fuck
you
yeah,
know. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a crazy, crazy life. You're right, man.
yeah. But to Frank Jr.'s defense, his dad jacked him up and said, "I'm gonna fucking kill you unless."
Yeah,
you
his dad was crazy. Yeah, didn't he get caught
Yeah.
on tape too, saying that, like in jail or something?
No, that's just Frank Jr.'s story. You know,
Okay.
like dad jacked me up and said he's gonna
Yeah.
fucking slit my
Yeah.
throat unless I do what he says.
His dad was crazy. Yeah, his dad wasn't playing.
Yeah, yeah. And again, I sort of saw Frank in the streets back in the day. He was a younger kid, and so he wasn't part of the group I was part of. So there were, he was kind of like, coming up and, acting out back. He was like 10 years younger. So he wasn't part of what we were doing, but you could tell their group was doing some shit too. So they were known, and again, he came into boxing later. So the guys, when I was growing up, if you ever heard of Lenny LaPaglia, who had a title fight, I think it was a middleweight with a guy named Collins back in the day. He was our age.
Uh-huh.
So Lenny LaPaglia was one of the guys who fought in my garage back in the day.
Oh, you had a punching bag in there?
No, we just had a fight club.
You just had a fight club in there?
Yeah, yeah. So you could come in and fucking, based on weight, whatever you thought, you just take your pick. Who do you want to fight somebody? Fight somebody. And there was like 10 or 12 guys always hanging out.
Oh, what, guys are taking bets and shit or what?
No, just 10 or 12 guys hanging out.
Yeah.
And, willing to just fight,
Sick fucks.
And the cool part was there was like 20 or 30 chicks who were hanging out too. So, you kind of had your pick.
Yeah, we used to wrestle back in the day and like fuck each other up, but not fucking, fist fighting and shit. Fist fighting was the real deal if we were fist fighting,
Oh yeah, yeah. And it was kind of with gloves, but that changed pretty quick. If it got out of hand, it went into fucking street fighting real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was half the game, So I was like, yeah, all right, fine. Just take it out. Take it out front.
So back then, are you walking around with like a knife or a gun every day?
I had a 357 Ruger 357 revolver from the time I was a sophomore in high school.
Blow somebody's head off with that, huh?
Yeah. It was a good gun. And the thing was, we my uncle, Jackie Cerrone, a lot of the guys were members of a gun club that we all used to go to. So the kids used to shoot in the basement, and the adults used to shoot outside. And so that's kind of when I hooked up with a couple of the kids, who were fucking excellent shots. We were all like marksmen back then, So if you were hitting the target, 20 out of 30 times, you got the attention. You had the attention of the other everybody else. So those were the guys who, when we figured we were going to go rob, a 7-Eleven, we never robbed a local store. It was always like a chain, so 7-Eleven.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Stick them up.
Yeah, we were never going to rob a mom and pop shop. That's not what we did. We always robbed, a gas station or a bigger,
So how do you do it? You walk up to the motherfucker. What do you say? You pull out the gun right away and you say something like, stick him up, motherfucker.
yeah, not so much stick 'em up. It wasn't like we don't make a big deal out of it. You just tell the cashier, all right, you need to empty the register.
All nice and calm. You just walk over, nice and calm. Like, listen, bitch.
Yeah. And at the same time, you got two other guys doing it to two other fucking cashiers at the same time, and then there's two guys at the door. And so we had like, whenever we were doing a bigger store, we had 5 guys. If we were doing a smaller store, we'd have 3 guys.
Yeah, but you gotta split all that shit with these guys. That's too many guys.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta split all this shit. How much we gonna get out of 7-Eleven? I mean,
how much? If we made $200 each,
oh my god,
we were happy.
That's a lot of money. Yeah,
$200 was a lot of money.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of money. Why the fuck 7-Eleven having that much money back then? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, the gas stations did though.
Oh,
Gas stations did, and then the food stores, a lot of the food stores did too. So we would take typically out of a food store like 1,000 plus.
What, a supermarket? You're walking into the fucking supermarket?
Yeah, and we would hit 3 of the cashiers. So we would get like 1,000, at least 1,000.
What?
Yeah, we would get anywhere between 500 and 1,000 on any gas station.
Yeah.
At any given time.
Now, when you go in there, you brandish the piece, or what? You just imply that you have it. Like, how do you go about that?
Some of the gas stations, we would already tell them ahead of time, we're going to rob you, and you give us the money, and we would kick back to the guy working like $100.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So,
Primo the gent. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be like, we're coming in, we're going to come in at this time, just give us the cash, and then we'll kick you back, $100 late. Whatever it is, we'll give you like 10% later on, And those were the easy ones. Otherwise, you'd pull the gun right away, Like, you're getting robbed, mess it up. Hurry up, or, we got to go.
Yep.
So,
nice.
It was never, it was never, freaking out. We're gonna, just whacking somebody for no reason, never shoot the gun. So, like we had a couple of guys who we would give empty guns to. It's like, here's the gun. You're such a fucking wacko that we're not going to give you bullets. Just pretend like you got them, and just, pull it if you have to, and just point it and pretend you got some bullets,
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a couple of guys where it's like, no, we're not going to load the gun for these fuckers. And later on, after I went in the Air Force, 2 of those guys who we used to just give them empty guns got fucking busted with real guns later on, and went to fucking Statesville prison, where we had to go visit them later on. It's like, fucked up, So, yeah, you had to be sort of smart to plan it, So, and that's where I think that was my kind of forte, planning that shit. That's what I liked the most. So we were robbing, night deposit drops. So we knew a couple of the bigger restaurants in town, we knew where they were going to drop at. And so we knew what time to meet, to be at the fucking bank to meet them,
Yeah.
So
you guys never had to like pop off a shot? You guys nobody ever did that high or drunk? Like, yeah, come on, motherfuckers, hit the fucking deck,
Yeah, no, never had to pop a shot up, because whoever's dropping the money isn't going to fucking fight with you. They don't care. It's like, here, take it, so they don't care. And typically we would fucking take them with us and drop them off like 2 parking lots away, and just drop them off by the parking lot and say, okay, go, and then just take the money and go. But yeah, so we knew. And then later on, we got to the point where it's like, if we can get to the box before busy time, we can tape a bag in there and just let them drop into the bag, and then we'll go back and get the bag later, So that worked a few times as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but the trick was getting the key to open it before everybody else hit, you know.
Yep.
So you had to know somebody at a restaurant or whoever was doing a drop, you know, where you could get the key and get there before him, which we did.
Back in the day, that was easier, right? To get people like that all over the place. There was people like that.
Oh yeah,
It was a different country back then.
The funny part was the first time we got away with it, where we had like, you know, $4,000 or $5,000. They had called us all in separately, and you had to go in and talk to the cops, and there was like there was somebody behind the fucking glass who was identifying you. Was this the guy? You know, so you knew when you were in there talking to the cops that you're being evaluated.
Yeah.
And so whoever was behind there never picked us out. So we all kind of got away with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Full score.
Yeah, and it's like if that person IDs you, you're not leaving there. You know.
But they can't change their mind now because then you got a case like, no, bitch. You didn't pick me out before. No. And you can fight that. That's reasonable doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, and the cops bullshitting you, yeah. They're asking you stupid questions to keep you in front of the mirror until they can, do their identification. And so you're just sitting there answering stupid questions, and then it's like, okay, you can go. So
yeah,
that was good. But it was interesting that they were calling in. It's like, all right, so they know they've got the right names. They're calling in the right people. It's like, is anybody gonna fucking rat you out? So it's like, but nobody did.
But how do you feel? Like you gotta fucking sit there when you're alone. And you're like, damn, what if somebody rats me out? You don't think to yourself, like, it doesn't bother you?
Well, at the time, I'm like, are we done?
Yeah.
Is this the end of it? What the fuck? Why am I still here?
Yeah.
So you're either done or I'm leaving, and so then, all right, just go, whatever. They can't identify. But they called in like 4 of the 6 guys who were in on it right away, so it's like, all right, so they know something. We're not sure how they know, but they got, and it's like, everybody just stick to the story, so everybody did. We were all pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we never got pinched for any of that shit.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. The one thing I did, the one thing that hit the fan for me, the main thing that I had to, join the Air Force over was a kidnapping rap.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Who'd you kidnap?
So a guy fucking robbed. I had an apartment with like 4 other guys, and the guy fucking robbed the apartment and took like a pound of cocaine from me.
Wow.
Yeah. And when we went to go get it back, it was kind of strewn. He had remnants of it strewn about the apartment he was in. So he had gone through most of it at the time, and he was like all fucked up. And we brought him, we took him out and took him with us. And it's like, how are we going to get our money back from this fucking low-life prick?
Yeah.
And so my smart idea was, let's call his fucking dad, get it from his fucking dad.
Yeah.
We didn't know at the time his dad was a Cicero cop. So
wow.
That's what bit me in the ass. And the thing was, his dad set it up nice. He's like, yeah, meet me at this restaurant.
Oh my God.
So we go to the restaurant. Nobody's around. It's like, everything else is kind of busy, normal Friday night.
The restaurant place is nice and clear. Yeah.
Yeah, this place has nobody around. And it's like, as soon as we walked up to it, I told my buddy, I said, leave, go. This is my beef. This is going to be my fucking beef. Just go.
You already know. Yeah.
Yeah. So I took the fucker in with me. And of course, as soon as we walked in, I got fucking hit in the face with a fucking gun of some sort, broke my nose, and I'm on the ground, and it's like, freeze, motherfucker. Yeah, okay, fine. and I spent a week and a half in Cook County Jail, and they brought me before a judge and said, "All right, here's your way out. You know, join the military within the next 2 weeks, or go to jail." So I went in, took the test for the Marines,
Yeah.
scored real high, and all of a sudden there was a bidding war, and I wound up going in the Air Force.
Nice.
Yeah. So I scored high enough to get into the Air Force, which was like, fuck y'all, I'm going in the Air Force.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. So,
But
which,
you before you walked into that place with the sting, you knew it was a bad idea. You knew it didn't feel right, but you walked in anyway.
I walked in and I told my buddy to leave. I said,
Yeah.
my buddy was with me. He kind of backed me up on the whole thing. It's like, all right, take off, go. And I knew I was going to I knew it was a bust, but it's like, I got the kid. I got his one leg's broke. He's fucking limping. I'm going to have to fucking fess up to half of this shit anyway. So it's like, just go. I got it. And you could tell I knew going in. It was like, oh, we're fucked. This is totally a setup.
He still went anyway. That's crazy.
I did. Yeah. It was like my buddy he walked for sure. And I wound up having to pay I had to pay $2,000 something bucks for his fucking medical bills, and then I had to join the military.
Yeah.
So, and again, they brought me. I had to sit down with Jackie Cerrone at the time, and he's like, "Kid, what the fuck are you thinking?" Fucking giving me the slap on the cheek, and all of a sudden he's like, "Whap!" Like, no, okay. And it's like, just go ahead, man. Get out of Dodge. You need to go ahead and get out of here. So
yeah,
that was really the deciding factor for me, because really I wasn't listening to anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Uncle Jack wants to talk to you.
I'm sure his name his word holds a lot of weight with you. And a lot of people.
It always did, because he had bailed my ass out 3 or 4 times before that. So. And it was always like, it was no secret that he bailed my ass out. It's like, okay, thank you, sir. And it's like, okay, now you need to stop, so that was, all right. So that was my, what do you call it, moment. That was my turning point in life. And I took it, so.
Nice, yeah, good.
Best move I ever made.
Yeah, that was a blessing. Yeah,
it really was.
Right time, perfect timing too.
Yeah,
it's funny how life works out like that.
Yeah, and it took a while. It didn't happen right away, because there was paperwork and all the bullshit. So probably 2 or 3 months after all that is when I finally went in. So it was. I had no regrets. After I went in, it was like I had fun, and I wound up making the best of it. So it's a positive story of actual mob involvement, keeping you out of the mob.
Yeah. What were you there for 4 or 5 years over there?
Okay, so I was on a delayed enlistment program, and then I was inactive reserve afterwards. So I spent a total of like 8 years.
8 years. Wow. Okay. So
yeah.
Was it like 2 deployments?
It was like 1.5. And then with the delayed enlistment and then the inactive reserve afterwards, it was like 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So, my wife, at the time when I got out of the Air Force, my wife was still in the Air Force. So we wound up going to like Beale Air Force Base in California, and she was still in. So we spent another 4 years there, and that's where I went to college.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was in, I was in college, and then after that was like 87, my graduation, and then the stock market crashed. I had like 90 interviews set up, and they all fucking folded. It was
Wow.
like nothing happened.
Yeah.
You know, the stock market crashed in October. All my shit was set up for September, October,
Mhm.
November, and nothing happened.
Damn.
Yeah.
So those were hard times for a while,
You know what? I wound up getting on the floor as a runner with a friend of a friend, and again making like I was making enough to take the train back and forth, and that was it. You know, so
Yeah.
for the first 6 months, I didn't make anything. I was losing money,
Yeah.
and then after that, you know, I finally started trading on my own, and then got a job with a company, which was like turned out to be one of the bigger companies in the world. So that worked out. And then after that, I was on my own.
Okay.
Yeah. Veal, my man.
Look at this motherfucker. Pink is in the house. Yeah.
Pounding that pink veal. Him and I shared his mod just passed. So mine passed in 2012. So we have that in common.
Yeah, Johnny the Greek too. His mom died, I think, on the 27th a year ago.
Yeah, it's rough, you know.
Yeah,
Grieving is a process.
yeah, it never gets easy. I don't know. I can't explain it, but you know, it never goes away, the pain. You know.
I watched Frank Jr. never got made. He was never made.
Frank Jr. was never made.
No.
Oh.
No. He was gonna get made, but his uncle wound up taking that pressure off of him, and then, you know, they all.
Did he say he was made? I thought he said he was made.
No, he was never made. I'm not sure where you heard what you heard, where you heard it.
Yeah,
but he was not. He was gonna do a hit to get made, and then his uncle took that off his shoulders. So
okay.
His uncle Nick was a saving grace. So his uncle Nick kept him from getting too involved.
Uh-huh.
You know, but then what he did do, and again, I knew Frank later. My sister-in-law was his maid of honor in his wedding. So, you know, I kind of knew him from that. And then I knew him from back in the day when I was on the street, just from guys who wound up being part of his dad's crew, you know. Yeah. So I don't want to, there's not too much I can say about that because they're still around. And so he, his uncle took that pressure off.
All right. Sorry. Yeah. Hold on.
Are you dozing off, dude?
No. I got a text message.
Oh, all right.
Sorry.
Not from me.
These people distract me. Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
So the guy was not made. Fuck the guy. He was he ratted on his own dad, didn't he? I mean, the dad was trying to kill him, but still.
Yeah, so they all got busted on another issue, and they all were doing time together, you know, and he didn't want to. His big fear was he was going to do time with his dad, and he did, you know, and his dad had already threatened his life. So yeah, that's when he decided.
But wasn't the dad being nice to him in jail though? I remember he was like protecting him and shit, wasn't he?
Not protecting him, but his dad wasn't being aggressive, but he knew he'd already been threatened, so he already knew. It's like, yeah, shit, my days are numbered, you know.
Was he adopted or he was his blood kid?
That was his blood kid.
And he wanted to kill his own kid.
He was gonna kill it. His words to his kid were, "You're gonna fucking do what I tell you for the rest of your life, or you're dead." You know. So
I think I remember that.
Yeah. It's a fucked up situation, man. You know,
he felt like he owned him because it was his kid.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, do you kill your dad, or do you go ahead and give him up to the feds to keep him out of your fucking life forever?
And you don't have to kill him.
where you don't have to kill them.
Yeah.
And Frank Jr. is not a killer, you know, kind of like Franzese. In my mind, Franzese isn't a killer either, you know.
Yeah.
So you got to get them off your back, you know, without having to whack them. You know,
Yeah.
and whacking your dad's not. I mean, come on, how many guys can whack their dad anyway? You know.
Yeah. I remember he was making the rounds about 10 years ago, but he just disappeared, this junior guy, Frank Calabrese Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, he was doing the interviews and shit, but now he's not really, you know, he didn't get involved with all this internet shit.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He's not that kind of guy. He was, you know, he was doing some shit back in Chicago a few years ago, and we met him while he was doing like tours in Chicago, and we wound up having pizza with him and spending like a night, you know.
You eat pizza with everybody, don't you? That's your thing, huh? You meet up with people, you eat pizza.
I'm a fat guy, you know. So I do eat a lot of pizza.
I like pizza. I want some pizza.
Chicago pizza is one of the best too, let me tell you. So there's several kinds you can have, but we wound up hanging out with him for the night, and you know, he did clear up a few things. We were talking to him, so he was kind enough to fill us in on some of the blank spots.
Yeah.
You know, and I had asked him, because again, when I was in kind of this factory school, I was like an alternative. I got kicked out of high school, so here's where you go to get your fucking high school diploma. You know, and it was a factory. I was in a factory with like 12 other fucking hoodlums, and so we all kind of hung out there, and then afterwards we were hitting the bars, and one of those guys wound up in his dad's crew, you know, and so he knew him, and I said, is he still around? Yeah, he's still around, you know. So I did wind up talking to him while I was out in Chicago at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then again, I've been in California since 2014. So
yeah. I mean, are you ever going to leave California? Or are you going to stay there?
Well, I go back to Chicago in the summer. I go back for like 3 or 4 months. I stay with my daughter has a house there, so I stay with her.
Does she like it out there with all the violence and stuff going on out there?
No, she wants to go to Ohio.
Yeah.
So she's looking to move to Ohio, and until she does, I stay with her there. So
they got a horrible mayor out there, Laura Lightfoot.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God, she's an idiot. I wonder, she's not even qualified to push a fucking mop at a fucking laundromat. I wouldn't even give her that job. Laura Lightfoot, no, fuck the police. Yeah.
Yeah. She's
an idiot.
She's fucked up for sure.
Yeah.
And again, my daughter, she's there until she can get. She's trying like hell to get the fuck out of there. So she's.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, she just can't find
you
work.
Yeah, fuck it. Give her some work. Who cares? Find her something.
Oh, that's what I told her. Come live with me. You know, she doesn't want to do that. So she's like, you know.
Fuck you, Dad.
Yeah. I'll find my own. I'll do my own shit. So it's like, all right. But the good part is, if they ever had to, they could. So.
Yeah.
That's kind of. I'm happy that I can do that for them.
Yo, shout outs to Pink, man. Yeah. Salute, Pink.
Yeah, Vio, man, it's a process. Grieving is a process. So, you know, it's like I can't, you know, I can really not talk about my mom's death. If I start talking too much about it, I get too emotional. So I try to stay. I understand. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
Yeah. Anyway, what else? Hold on.
But you do. So you're not able to get the picture up there?
No, when I fucking email it to myself, it comes up like the pictures are blank. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm looking at it right now.
So that's, if you ever do, when you do get it up, that's me in like 1978-ish.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. So I was like 19 at that point.
Yeah, it's like because I already opened it up on my phone. Now that I'm opening it up on the computer, it's not working.
Yeah. And at the time, back then, I was working for Jam Productions, It was at the time it was called Windy City Productions. So they did concert security for like all the outdoor and half of the indoor venues in Chicago.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool to work concert security.
Hold on, I'm looking for your email again.
Oh, okay.
I'll try to send it again.
Yeah. No, but and there's a few more I think I have to send you before we do the whole interview thing.
Yeah.
So because there's, like I said, there's that New York Pete guy, and him and I hung out for a year or so, and then there's another guy, Jimmy, who I hung out with for about a year and a half. And those guys, you know, have histories. So they're both dead, and so I could talk about them.
They're both dead, so I could, talk about it.
Yeah. Well, the one guy, he was older anyway. The guy that he knew Joe Adonis and blah, blah, blah. The other guy was kind of like closer to my age. And apparently they whacked him after I went in the Air Force. About 3 years later, they killed him. So I'm not sure whose bad side he got on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too much to piss people off nowadays. Especially if, I'm sure back then too.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is how it's always been.
Yeah, and they called, again, they called it guardian angels. So who are you with? You know, who do you know? Who are you with? And so, if you weren't with Ayupa or Cerrone, or if it was just another street guy, your shit was on the line, So I was real lucky to have Cerrone as my guy. Yeah.
That's a good guy to know. It's a big guy to know and have on your side,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. At the time, though, you don't know that. It's like you don't even, like, at the time the shit was happening, I had no idea what the fuck was going on, It's like, oh, well, how did, all right, I won't, here's the ring. I won't do that. Okay, thank you. But you don't know that this guy's pulling you out of a fucking jam that would have had your ass dead the next day,
Fuck, man, where is this shit?
But when we do it, like, have cousin Dom and maybe even Paul probably want to be in on it too. So you never know.
Yeah.
But it's in your hands. So
no, you already ruined that now.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's in your hands.
No, you fucked it up. You told everybody about it. Now it's the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, but you still get to make the call.
You motherfucker. You need to call up that goddamn weed dispensary. I'm dying over here. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. I think I did it.
Shut the fuck up.
I think I did it. Hold on.
All right.
What the fuck? This is fucked up.
Big Lou in the house.
Oh, here we go. I got it.
You got how many guys you got going on in here?
Damn, Big Lou. It must be like fucking, what is it, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning over there?
5, yeah, 5 here.
Okay, let me see if I could do this shit. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. I just, motherfucker. All right, hold on. Let me take this goddamn comment down. Invalid file type. Oh, that's fucked up.
Seriously.
So I downloaded the picture you sent, but it says invalid file type.
This is a JPEG, right? Pretty sure.
I don't know, man. It's always got to be something, man. They can't just put the damn picture up on the goddamn screen.
Veal's my man, though. Pink, we're gonna hook up. We'll get you out here in California one of these days. Get the fuck out of Texas. He said he's never been out of Texas.
Yeah.
We'll get his ass out of there.
I
Come
thought,
visit.
I thought I didn't travel. This guy really doesn't travel.
Well, he'll come visit me.
In California. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in your area. He could travel out there.
Yeah. Not far.
Yeah. Kind of far, but you know.
Not too far though. Not like New York.
No, yeah. You guys are in a different country out there.
I'm telling you. It's all fucked up.
I always wanted like a house on like some water cliffs and shit overlooking the ocean.
That's what you were saying. You like that fucking rain and shit, huh?
Oh yeah, I want a boat to sit out in the fog and the rain and just smoke my weed. Nice little alcohol, yeah. Sit there in the fog.
Yeah, the West Coast, Northwest is definitely where you're gonna get that.
Yeah. Seattle and shit, right?
Standing invitation, Pink.
The fuck's
Come out anytime you want, man. Let me know.
They would love it. Nice little trip.
Fuck yeah.
This guy woke up to use the Pisha Do and he fucking
Patient deal.
Todd Father says, I never knew he was from Texas. What do you mean? That's all he talks about is Texas.
Todd Father. Is that Todd Father 1 or 2?
No, I would say this is Todd Father 1, I think.
There's 2 of them, right?
I think there's one and maybe a faker out there. Yeah, there's a faker out there.
But there could be Todd Father's kind of common, so there could be.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Well,
I didn't know it was common.
Todd Father, there's your name's Todd, you're a father, you can have a couple of them. I say we go 1 and 2 and just not make one a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouts to Big Lou. Oh, shouts to Charles too. He finally caught my stream. Yeah.
I'm telling you though, man, I've been listening to you for the last few days. You crack me up, man.
I gotta slow down. I gotta calm down with everything.
No, it's funny as fuck. The videos are good, and then you just crack me up. So
I try.
I wind up. I like sit there at night, and I'm like laughing, and my granddaughter goes, "Grandpa, what are you laughing about?" Like, never mind.
I used to be a lot funnier back in the day, man. I had more of a sense of humor. I was a sick fuck, but I calmed down. I got more depressed, and I don't know.
It's still funny, man. I
Thank
love
you.
it. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I always have been.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. When I used to make my videos and shit, you used to like those too. So
Yeah,
thank you,
yeah.
man. You're the best. Who was
I've
on
been
with you, Gun Smoke?
I've been with you since day one.
Todd Father says he's number 1. Big Lou says, who the fuck is this with Gunsmoke the Dawn?
Todd Father. All right. That Todd Father's number 1. So get
Yeah.
that picture.
Yeah. He says he was nicknamed Todd Father when I became a godfather. It stuck.
Who is on with you, Gunsmoke? Big Lou. My name's Primo, buddy.
Primo, yeah.
Yeah.
He says salute to you. I think I heard him say he's in Cali. Yeah.
I'm in Fresno.
Shit. He's in downtown LA with the real motherfuckers.
Big Lou's in demand though, so every time I think I've talked to him, he's been like, having to do interviews and shit. He doesn't have time.
Yeah.
He's in demand.
He's in demand.
People.
Yes, I hope they die. I hope they burn in hell. What movie was that from? What movie was that?
I don't know.
A Time to Kill with Samuel L. Jackson when he's in court on the stage. He's like, yes, I hope they die. I hope they burn in hell.
All right.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, Vio. Big Lou, welcome. If he comes down here to visit, I got him covered.
Hey, what do you think about Larry Mazza getting made in the women's bathroom at some restaurant? What you think about that? He got made.
What happened?
Isn't that how he got made? He went into the women's
I don't-
bathroom, and they said he was a friend of ours.
I don't know.
Never mind. Random
Yeah.
questions. He just
I'm
brought
not-
up John A. Made me think of Larry Mazza.
Yeah, I just can't. Anything to do with either one of those guys, I just
Yeah.
can't handle it.
Oh, you don't want to talk about John A. either? You
No,
like John A. don't you?
yeah, and he's got his new shit now. It's coming out every week.
Yeah. He's an idiot.
Yeah, he is. He always has been though. That's what brought me here. It's like, am I the only one who thinks this guy's fucked up? And it's like, no, there's a lot of other people. So
Yeah.
that's what got
Oh,
me.
hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what got me into the genre.
Yeah, the genre. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta shoot this shit.
Yeah, Big Lou. I watch Baywatch is from Chicago as well.
Oh, nice. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, he's from my stomping grounds almost. Close enough.
Look, this guy says tonight all I wanted to talk about was Mazza. Yeah, Larry Mazza pogo sticks that a John A. Light sells, autograph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like talking about the toilet. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's a toilet too. He just knows how to dress like it. Well, he doesn't really know how to dress, but he wastes money on expensive clothes, I guess. Fuck him.
Yeah. Like, my mom would tell me if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. So,
Yeah, my grandmother used to say the same thing too.
yeah.
That's from what do you call it? That's from Bambi or some shit. It's from fucking Bambi.
Yeah, no, Big Lou, I'm in Fresno in the winter. So I go back to Chicago in the summer. Because in Fresno, it's like 120 degrees. And that's just a little too hot.
And what in Chicago it's like 80, 85, right? Maybe 90.
Yeah, not too bad. A little humid, but
Yeah.
not too bad.
Yeah,
So
the
no, I
Midwest
just
does get hot. Yeah.
I do the winters here in California.
Yeah, that's smart. Smart.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets surprisingly though, it gets fucking down to freezing sometimes.
Hold on, this guy has a question. Gunsmoke, what's with the pogo stick thing? It's an old joke because they say that Larry Mazza was a swinger or whatever. 'Cause he slept with people's wives, and then he was in the My Blue Heaven crew down in Florida, the My Blue Heaven estate. They all hang out with John A. Light and everybody. So then John A. Light was selling baseball bats autographed. So people make fun and say, "Oh, well, he's down in My Blue Heaven with Larry Mazza pogo sticks, poking each other," and then they're autographed by John A. Light. So that's why we make fun of the pogo stick thing.
Does he actually have pogo sticks for sale though?
No, they're baseball bats, but we call them pogo sticks
Okay.
because they're poking each other in the ass with them.
Okay.
Somebody called them pogo sticks. It's stuck, and we just been calling it that ever since for months now.
Nice.
Yeah, they're autographed though. Just remember that.
Oh yeah. A must have.
Look at this asshole, Janalita, motherfucker. Anyway,
That's still a catchy video though.
you like the video, huh?
Yeah, the Zerbit bullshit.
Ship it,
Yeah.
ship it,
Ship it.
Janalita.
It is. I'm pretty sure I have it saved somewhere.
Oh Jesus, this guy's getting paid. No. I don't need this shit.
I can't believe I'm the only one on your stream right now.
Yeah, well,
I've been hogging it.
no, I need fresh blood around here, new faces. That's what I need.
I'm kind of an old face though. I was on your shit.
Yeah, but you don't come on all the time. It's very rare. You're not even in the fucking chat either most of the time. So
Yeah.
you're always doing something else. And I see you pop up on somebody else's page. I'm like, look at this motherfucker, man. Don't even come to my shit. He's in this other guy's fucking chat. Son of a bitch.
Dude, if you fucking ever tell me be in my shit, I'm
Oh, I'm not gonna do that to you. Go have fun. Do what you want.
No, I know, but still, you know where my allegiance is.
I know. Thank you,
Yeah.
man. You've been with me since day one. I know. I would never
Yeah.
think otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these Mob 2 people are crazy. But I would never think that about you. No, never, never.
Yeah, no, Mob
You've been
Tube's
too good to me.
Mob Tube's fucking nuts. I don't have time for that shit.
It's getting crazy and crazy every day, man. Something new every fucking day. Even the day I wake up, I'm like, oh, everything's chill. And it's like, oh, what the fuck?
It really does. I was trying to tell cousin Dom today beforehand, before I was on with you. I was telling him, like, dude, you got to toughen up, man. That new beginning shit. They're just ball busters.
Yeah.
You know, get your toughen up and just deal with it. You know.
Yeah, that's what it is. The trolls are fucking with me heavy, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I see half the videos I see with you are on that shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, you got to kind of embrace it. I think, you know, just
I embrace it and ignore it at the same time, out of sight, out of mind, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know about these things until people tell me, you know, and I ask them not to tell me.
Right. I figure if I've seen it, you've seen it, so I don't even tell you.
No, you know what I mean. No, it's all good.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's like if they were doing it, and I think they actually had me on one of them. I don't know how, but it was. I just look at it like, thank you, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks for recognizing.
Better recognize.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm gonna shut this down, man. I'm hungry.
Oh,
So,
all right. All
but,
right.
we hit the 2 hour mark. 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Well,
So we got to continue this another time, my friend. Really like structure it.
Silvio, Godfather, 100%. It's not even close.
We got some good robbery stories out of you, though. That was good.
Well,
We don't
Godfather or
detail.
Goodfellas, it's for me, it's like that's Godfather's always number one.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's not even close.
It's nice to hear somebody who's sure about it. You know, like they're very like, yeah, it's known as Godfather. Some people it's hard to choose.
Yeah, not for me, man. It's like I remember seeing that with my stepfather, with the whole like we all went to go see that, and it was like, wow, you know.
Yeah.
That's kind
1990.
of like,
Oh no, 72 is Godfather. Yeah, 72.
yeah.
Yeah. And that was like a whole day event, you know, like then like the theater like stop in the middle of the movie for like an hour or half an hour, whatever. Like when people like spend the whole day there, it was that long or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was one of those you had to kind of hang in.
Yeah,
Thanks,
like
Big Lou.
intermission.
You have a good day, big guy.
Yeah, everybody's going back to sleep. It's too early on the Sunday for this shit.
Yeah, well, Big Lou might be working. He's a working guy.
Jesus, it's fucking like 3, 6, and 5 in the morning over there.
5
Sunday.
a.m. 5:12. But Big Lou, he's a working guy, man. He might be jamming today. You never know.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows with these people?
Not like the toilet where you might have to can pick a room at your mom's house to sleep in.
Isn't that lovely?
I'm telling you. But he did. Dude, did you see his apology to you?
No, somebody said it last night. I'm like, oh, you apologize? I think Bad Golfer said it. And I asked him to elaborate. He didn't say nothing. I'm like, what did he say? And Bad Golfer never responded to me. So
Yeah.
Tell me what he said.
So he's about 40, because I saw that and then I stumbled on that video, his video. It's about 41 minutes in on the New Year's video. He apologizes to you.
What does he say?
He just said, and Gunsmoke, I apologize for I guess calling your grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he apologized for that.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Which for him, that's a huge step.
Yeah,
But I'm pretty sure he went back to calling you a cocksucker, right?
I'm sure he did. Yeah. And thank you for the apology, but it doesn't mean shit now. I mean, too many things have been done, It's
well, yeah.
Far, so I can't forgive him. Thanks for the apology anyway, but
Yeah.
I still can't forgive him.
It lasted like 10 seconds,
Yeah. So
Yeah, like
he's out of his mind.
Big Lou says 62 hours every week, man. God bless you, man. Get the OT, buddy.
Oh, look, you said you're right, Primo.
Triple time. Fucking A.
Commute time per week, 7 to 9 hours of commute time just to get there and back.
Oh, California's fucked up, man. That's the part I don't like.
I thought you guys had like all these highways and shit, all these lanes and shit.
Yeah. And it's still you spend half your life fucking driving.
Over here we got like 3 lanes and they're basically 2 because there's always construction and shit or some stupid shit going on. So we're all fucked over here too.
Yeah, it's not as bad up here in the northern part of California. Southern California is totally fucked up. You'll spend half your life just sitting in traffic.
See, all these neighborhoods were built years ago, like around the same time as cars. There weren't as many people.
Yeah.
So they built the roads through these neighborhoods. They didn't think that, they should have made more fucking roads and section like neighborhoods off. So this way it was easier to access. I don't know. They just fucked it all up.
Yeah, Bill, come to California, man. We'll go to fucking Yosemite and go see the redwoods. That'll be cool. We'll get out of traffic.
I want to see the fucking redwoods.
Yeah, redwoods. Yeah, they're a cool place to go, man.
Yeah, it's like an enchanted forest and shit.
It really is. There's some cool shit here for sure. Yeah. It's just you don't want to. And then once you get out of traffic, just hang out.
Big Lou says, fuck them.
No good pizza, though. Little Caesars is where I go for pizza out here. Yeah. Little Caesars. That's how fucked up it
is. I never tried Little Caesars. I want to try it, though.
Yeah. It's just.
I'm sure it sucks. But
it does.
Yeah. It's cheap. It's cheap pizza.
Cheap, and it's like you're not low expectations.
Really? Okay. Because somebody said, "Oh, it's better. It's good. It's good for the price." Yeah. I'm like, oh. Yeah. I feel like it's high school pizza. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, kind of. It's pretty much high school pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cool part was Southern Cal. My daughter was working for a New York pizza place, and so they had the big slices, with, and that was cool. I don't have anything against New York pizza. It's just Chicago pizza is totally different.
A deep dish shit, right?
Yeah, totally different.
Yeah, different sauce and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and then cousin Dom. Being in Arizona, he had a little bit of Chicago stuff. So he knew Rosati's and Portillo's and shit like that.
Jesus.
Yeah. Which is, that's the stuff. If you've had that, then you know what we're talking about. If you haven't, then you got to kind of wait and get it,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was shocked that he actually had it. It's like, nice. So you paid attention,
Yeah. Hold on, what's this guy saying?
Yeah, Big Lou, man, the struggle is real. There's nothing's legitimate out here. No Chicago, no New York, fucking nothing. Terrible.
This motherfuckers, look, this guy says it was a great film.
Which one?
Little Caesar was a great film about the mafia, I guess. Was that about Capone?
Oh, the movie?
Yeah, Little Caesar from like the 30s.
With Edward G. Robinson?
I don't know, 30s or 40s.
Yeah, with Edward G. Robinson. I'm pretty sure that's the movie. Nice. It was good. That was a good movie. Do you remember Edward G. Robinson?
No.
You're young, man.
I'm not familiar with that name, no. Yeah. I know the old school guys like Cagney and Bogart.
Edward G. Robinson. Come on, dude. He's the man.
Oh, that's who did that? Yeah, Shane. It's how to talk, Shane. Come on, copper.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got to go watch that. I probably know his face,
For sure. It's smashed in. Kind of smashed in the front.
Oh, Todd Father likes pizza. He makes crazy pizzas. He makes like football field size pizza.
Yeah, I saw the picture. Yeah. Todd Father won. Yeah, he's got that picture.
What the fuck?
That's a big ass pizza too. That's like a New York pizza right there. That's
I like the
huge-
original Scarface.
Oh
From the
yeah,
30s when
yeah,
Capone was still alive and shit.
yeah,
Nobody cares.
yeah. That's you know, whenever we talk about the IRS, it's like that's who got Capone, man. So I
Yeah.
will I hire CPAs every year to keep me out of that shit.
Yeah.
Really good. Just make sure I don't go to jail.
Death and taxes. That's what you can expect in life.
Telling you.
Don't you think it's crazy how society works like that? Like for thousands of years now, it's all been about taxing villages and shit, organizing a community and then taxing the people for their labor.
Yeah.
Like you'll pay them, but then you're gonna take some of the money that they earned from them, and they're gonna
Yeah.
use it and collect it to do other things with it. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's easier to take a few fucking pennies from a billion people than it is to take a billion from one.
I like that. That was slick. I like that. That made a lot of sense too.
That's how they do it, man.
Yeah.
Bastards. Fuckers. You know. But that's a political argument we have to say for later. But we'll get common sense in on the Kennedy fucking shit. And he can make the decision. You present your argument, I'll present mine.
I feel like he's just gonna break it down himself. He's just gonna break it all down for everybody.
That's what he does, man. That's
Bulletin by bulletin. Yeah. Exhibit A. Document C496G.
That's why we call them common sense.
Yeah.
But see, my whole thing is, you know, the mafia does not have snipers.
They do, man. They gotta have snipers somewhere, especially in Italy too. I could see them fucking assassinating judges and shit. Fucking Falcone and all these other motherfuckers they kill. They kill them with bombs and shit, radio detonated bombs. I mean, they got a fucking sniper somewhere. Somebody had to get sniped in the fucking by the mafia. Somebody.
Yeah, but this was Dallas, Texas.
They sent them out there. This is an international thing. They got fucking New Orleans, Chicago, and fucking Florida hooked into this thing.
Yeah, but do you think Lee Harvey Oswald was the guy who pulled the trigger?
Yeah, he was the one initially who started it off. Yeah, he was the prick. Yeah, they hyped him up to do it. That's why he said, "I'm a patsy. I'm a patsy." That's why he was telling some truth there. They shut him up after that. Once they saw him say that on live TV, they shut him up.
Every time he had a chance to scream it out, that's what he screamed out.
Yeah.
Help me! Help me!
I'm a patsy. I've been framed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in on it.
He wasn't though. He knew he was being framed.
No. He did the shooting. They hyped him up because he was pissed off about this whole Cuba thing, and they fucking like manipulated him. But yeah, they got him to do it, and then they had a backup shooter with the fucking mafia in there, somewhere behind the fence or in the drain or fucking. You know, he was around there somewhere, and they all got away while they focused on this Harvey Oswald prick because he was the first guy to pop off.
All right. Well, see, and this is where we present the cases. I got a whole different story and pretty good facts to back it up. So, and you not listening the last time I told you that story. So this is where we got to get common sense in on it.
It's hard to keep up with everybody.
It is.
God damn it.
But you go ahead and present your version of that shit, and I'll present mine. And we'll common sense. Make the final like Judge Judy.
You think he's just gonna side with you because people like the whole CIA.
I have no idea. He's a pretty independent guy.
Yeah, I'll give you that, but still, I feel like he's gonna side with you.
Why?
I don't know. It's just my luck.
Because I'm like old.
Probably too. Yeah, you're supposed to be wiser, right?
Yeah. Which
yeah.
I probably am, but that's
you motherfucker. No, you're right. You're right.
I think it would be cool to have him decide it. That's just like a Judge Judy moment. Like, do it.
You can't tell me there's no way Carlos Marcello wasn't involved in that hit, man. If anybody was gonna have the balls to do that and be pissed off enough to do that, it would be him. He had a motive to do it. He had the means to do it. I mean,
Do you think he had the means to do it though?
Of course he was. He was a mafia boss. Even if his own family didn't have the means to do it, he could have reached out to Chicago and fucking obviously Traficante in Florida. I
Yeah.
mean, he knew powerful. He was a boss. Of course he could.
Well, I'll just say this. My argument's going to key on the cover up. So it's not so much who would have done it and where the shot came from, but it's like who kept it from getting further than it, it never left Dallas. You know what I mean? So kind of shit got buried right away.
Yeah. Oh, I think the FBI, CIA, they know what happened. They just they're embarrassed, They don't want to tell the public, like, listen, the mafia killed these guys, killed Kennedy and shit. They don't want to admit that.
See, my version is, they pretty much still don't know. It's like they were just following whatever they were told to do. And again, it's on the street. It's like, we're calling you in. You're on this patrol, come on in. You're done.
Can you believe the balls though? The fucking president's coming down the block in a fucking parade on a drop top fucking car, and you just pull out a fucking rifle and you shoot him in the head and kill him, like in front of a whole fucking crowd, broad daylight, all these police and agents.
And what nobody was banking on was that Zapruder was going to have that fucking run. It's like,
of course.
Fucker.
Of course they did. They had to take that into account. There's going to be people fucking filming and taking pictures, and I mean,
yeah, but nobody knew this guy was going to have that kind of footage, and they grabbed that. They grabbed that shit from him and gave back to him, and it wasn't that what he got back was not what he gave them.
Really?
Yeah.
They edited it out.
They had that shit was definitely edited for sure.
Well, they left the best part in, didn't they?
the part that you don't get to see, when they replay it, is the part where they almost come to a stop. It's like, okay, the first two shots didn't hit, and all of a sudden they stop.
Yeah.
And then boom, and it looks like they kept going. It looked like he was going the whole time, But in reality, when they were turning that one last corner, they were almost stopped, and that's when he got hit. But when you watch the replay, it's like he just kept going, like a continuous movement, and that was not the case.
So there was a pause there for a moment when they heard the shots.
When that car came around, they said he almost came to a stop.
Yeah.
So when you listen, when you go back and read the eyewitness accounts, it's like that car was almost to a dead stop, and it was right by that drain too. So that's my version, is it came from the drain, but it could have been the grassy knoll. Who knows?
Yeah, that's crazy to fucking have a guy sitting in the sewer just waiting. Like, that's nuts. It's possible, but it's insane. It's like,
and it would have to be a little guy.
Yeah.
Kind of a skinny little guy. So it's not going to be a 300-pound dude, It's going to be a guy who can fit in that fucking place,
It's a crazy scenario, but yet again, killing the president is a crazy scenario. So
exactly.
Anything could go. Anything goes. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
It's just a shame they killed that Oswald fuck before he could spill the beans about what the fuck is going on. Because he killed a cop too that day. Cop tried to stop him. The cop, he killed the cop.
Yeah, that's the other part of the story. That I don't think Oswald killed anybody.
Oh my god!
No, seriously, he.
So he was framed for the cop shooting too.
Well, and see, why was the cop shot? That's the whole, like, why did they kill that cop? What?
Because the cops tried to stop him. He fit the description of some asshole, whatever, that was doing something. I don't know.
Right.
He wanted to talk to him, and he just pulled out a gun and shot him and ran away.
Right. And see, and my version goes, well, what happened after? When that cop got shot, what happened with him afterward? What happened? What was the result of that? So a lot of people, the conspiracy folks think that he was the body double for Kennedy. You know.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he like fit the description. You know. So they had to. The fact that Kennedy's head got blown out, and then when they got him back, it wasn't blown out. You know. So how did that happen?
Well, they say they're trying to make an excuse that he did get hit from behind in the head, but the way he got hit, it was like from the side. But
Yeah.
when it hit him, it exploded, so it kind of bounced his head to jerk back into the left. But he did, yeah, but he did get hit from the behind. It's just the way it hit him. It didn't hit him like dead center. It kind of like grazed him a little bit, but also hit him in the head as well at the same time.
Yeah.
And exploded. And that's why, like, you see the head like peel back like that.
Yeah, and again, had that happened, the back of his head would have been blown out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But when they got the body back, you know, when the body came in, it wasn't. It was like strangely intact. It's like, well, you know, that's not what the people in Texas saw. Now they're in Washington seeing something altogether different, you know. So, and that's where the conspiracy folks come in and say that's where that they use that cop for the body double, you know. So,
God, yes. What a fucking weird time that was. The 60s. Weird fucking time filled with violence and
yeah,
riots and shit.
well, and the Bobby Kennedy murder was just as fucked up, you know.
Yeah, but that was like some weird Palestinian guy.
Yeah. Who fired, and again, witnesses fired 8 shots directly at point blank range in front of Bobby Kennedy.
Yeah.
But the kill shot came from behind Bobby Kennedy, 2 to 3 inches from his right or left ear.
Yeah, I'm saying I heard somebody else could have been in the crowd, shot him real quick, and walked away through the chaos, and like, you know, through the confusion, he walked away like nothing happened. He got away with it.
Yeah, well, again, they said it was a ricochet shot, right? But a ricochet shot isn't going to leave fucking blast, you know, powder on the guy's hair.
Yeah.
You know, so that was like right up close.
Yeah, man.
From behind. So the guy's firing 8 shots in front of him, and the one that kills him is from behind, with leaving gunshot residue.
If it was the mafia, it's because they didn't want this guy to become president, because they knew they were gonna have a problem on their hands if he became president and shit. So they felt like, oh, we already punked your brother, we're gonna punk you too now, you know.
Yeah. See, no, I don't think that was mafia either. I think that again was government, and Sirhan doesn't remember a goddamn thing. He's like, oh, I have no idea.
What do you think, they gave him like some fucking electrical therapy or some shit, or fucking LSD or some shit?
Yeah. That's the theory, is he's the Manchurian candidate. So he hypnosis.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
which they can do. Those people, they studied that shit, the CIA and all that shit.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Well, and most people can't get hypnotized. Most people are not hypnosis candidates.
Yeah.
In other words, you know, you watch that shit on TV where they fucking knock you right out in 2 seconds. They touch you on the head and you're fucking sleeping. You know, most people don't get hypnotized. Can't get hypnotized. But there's like 3% that do, you know.
Yeah.
So if they're going to look for somebody, they're going to look for that 3% that did. You know, like, here's our guy, you know.
He's another dummy, a real donkey.
Yeah, he's just easy to fucking put out, you know. So it's, again, you know, if they're going to, and they did test it. I mean, that shit was, the LSD tests were public. You know, they were paying people to do that shit. So,
yeah,
you know, that's no secret. But, you know, the end result is, you know, who are the candidates that did real well, you know. So there you go.
Yeah.
The guy has he has no clue of what happened, when it happened. But
Did
when
they release him now?
no, he's in jail still.
Oh, he's in jail. Okay.
Yeah, he's never going to get paroled. But when they
Yeah.
tackled his ass, and Rosie Greer, one of the fucking football player, 300-pound football player, tackles him, and he said he had the strength of 10 men. He could not pry that gun from his hand. That's the kind of strength he was showing,
Mm-hmm.
And there's a 300-pound guy on your ass and can't get that gun out of your hand,
Yeah.
So that's interesting. It took 3 guys to take that gun away, and then when they took it away, he was like, I don't know what what happened.
Yeah.
Shit, who killed him? So
It was a Scooby Doo. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's an interesting shit. And you hear they interviewed Kennedy's son, Robert's son.
Yeah.
And he believes it was. He doesn't believe that it was that Sirhan. He's like, no, I don't think it was him. So
All right. So everything's a fucking conspiracy nowadays.
I've always I'm one of those conspiracy guys. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely not the guy you want to ask. If you're not a conspiracy, you don't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
But when his own son comes back thinking it's probably not that guy, it's like, well, where are you getting your info from? So there you go.
I don't know, man. I try to believe, you can't trust the government, but I try to believe, most of what they say is true about events, like historic events.
Yeah.
Like 9/11, some people think that's a conspiracy. I try to think, what the government said is true, wasn't a controlled demolition and shit like that. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't go that far. I don't think that was. Although, and everybody, the main reason everybody points to that is because Building 5 went down first. So it's like, the 2 towers got hit, but the 5th building was the first to go down, and that wasn't even on the news. They didn't even talk about that.
Well, they got other things happening.
True. You got 2 big ones burning, and when the little one goes down, nobody's paying attention. So,
This guy says read a comment or two.
How's that?
Pink wants me to read his comment. Hold on. My understanding, there was a plan to hit San Antonio, Texas, but didn't get the chance. He couldn't leave Texas. Put the onus on Johnson, who actually hated Kennedy. Conspiracy theories.
Yeah. Johnson definitely hated him. He would have been, if you're going with the conspiracy, so it's definitely CIA, FBI, and the vice president. You got to have, to cover it up like they did, you got to have all 3.
Yeah.
Which is not, out of the realm. They all hated him. So there you go. And who did they put in charge of the Warren Commission? That was the de facto head of the Warren Commission, was the guy that Kennedy fired. That was Dulles. So yeah, that's my whole thing. And I'm reading right now. I'm 500 pages through the book of Dulles's biography. It's an 800-page book.
You ever been to Dulles Airport?
That's the brother.
Oh, okay. That's the brother. Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's the other Dulles.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So yeah, that's the one that the CIA had, is the guy, that's the book I'm reading. And he's not the kind of guy that just gets fired and says, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are crazy times back then, man. A lot of egos, a lot of people, who really thought who the fuck they were.
Oh yeah.
It was
Yeah.
easier to kill people back then and shit, you know. Wasn't
Yeah,
all
and
this satellite shit. Yeah.
that's what the guy did. I mean, that's his whole job was to kill presidents. Like we're gonna take out, and they had done, I think, seven countries up to that point,
Hmm.
and they fucked up Cuba, you know, and that's when he got fired,
Yeah.
you know. But before Cuba, they were successful in 7 other countries, which means you've already got guys who are shooters. You've already got teams that do this shit, you know. So that's my argument.
Yeah. Well, you think it'll ever be solved what happened to Kennedy, like officially?
No. I don't think it'll. There's never going to be documents, you know.
They're supposed to release some more, but they held off on it now.
Well, yeah, but at the time, the CIA isn't going to actually generate documents that show them killing him. It's like, okay, you know, or we got to put this one into the archives. It's like they weren't generating documents doing this shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like send this team here and that team there, and you know we'll get back to you with the final instructions. That shit's not on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's never going to get solved.
It's a shame, man. It's a shame.
It is. Again, you know, I think the only guy who didn't shoot Kennedy was Oswald. He's like the only guy. If you're going to have a bunch of suspects, he's the one that didn't do it. That's my view.
All right. I mean, I think he was part of it, definitely. I mean,
I know that, and that's the easy way out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true too. Yeah,
that's what the Warren Commission was set up for, and they even had to come up with the magic bullet shit to prove it. It's like, what about this? Oh yeah, well we'll magic bullet that shit. You know, now he definitely did it. So.
well, the magic bullet shit. Yeah, it went through his back, then went around, then hit the fucking governor and all this other shit.
Yeah, and then bounced down and came through his leg, and then out the other side, and then fucking hit him in the lip.
Yeah, these people are nuts, man. These people are nuts. Yeah, it's all like it's too much like fishy shit going on around there. They should have never killed Oswald, man. That was the key to everything.
Yeah, and that's you know to finish the whole cover up. That's who you gotta kill. You gotta kill him. You know. So if the mob had anything to do with it, it was probably with Ruby.
Exactly. Yeah, and there was a connection there too with the mafia and Ruby.
Oh,
too.
definitely.
So
he was tied into Chicago for sure.
Too many fishy shit going on. He kept his mouth shut though before he died. But
he had cancer. He was terminally ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kept his mouth shut though. He didn't say nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, not a rat.
Yeah. Kennedy hit. Wow.
The Kennedy hit. But yeah, so I think if the mob if the mob was involved at all, it was to kill him. That would have been it.
Yeah.
You know. But other than that, and I don't even think it was the mob that killed him. I think, you know, the CIA just got to him in conjunction with all the information. Because they were already, like you said, they were dealing with the mob on Castro. For sure. There's no doubt. No doubt.
Exactly. Yeah. They admitted it.
Yeah. And the mob had a good reason to want to kill Castro. It's like, yeah. You know, he's got kind of like $2 billion of our dollars over there. So yeah, we'd love to get that back. So
I'm never gonna get that money back.
what are you gonna do? All right, man. I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah. All right, brother. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah, loved it, and we'll be getting together again soon.
Yeah, please. Yeah, with more structure, we'll plan it out. You know.
Yeah.
Put together real nice. But yeah, I'm glad I got a few stories out of you. That was great, and I appreciate it, man. And thank you for the other thing too. Thank you.
Oh
so
yeah,
much.
and that's not over either. So yeah, we'll be in touch.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. Get some sleep, you prick.
Will do, man. Be good.
All right. Talk to you later. All right.
All
Bye.
right. Veal, be good.
Yeah, Pink.
Peace.
Later.